Hey guys, this is Wellington from the Jump to Start Racing crew. Before we start, I want to make sure to tell you to destroy that like button and to make sure to hit subscribe to be up to date with our episodes and clips. Please make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Our handle on both platforms is at JumpTheStartF1. See you there.
I had to do it.
Yeah. Are you guys good? Because I'm not. No. Let's jump into some of the news. Sprint qualifying. Some of the details have been further hashed out. Yancey, if you could just walk us through the beautiful news there.
Yeah, the everything that we spoke about before has been finalized as far as the money is concerned.
Listen to us.
The only thing that we weren't too sure about is how the points were going to be tallied up after the weekend. So the only thing that we didn't talk about was that. So for the sprint qualifying, we're going to have normal qualifying on Friday. We're going to have an hour session of practice. Second session is going to be normal qualifying. That qualifying will set the grid for the sprint. What are they calling it? Sprint qualifying?
Sprint qualifying, yep.
Sprint qualifying, which, whatever. They should just put sprint qualifying race, but whatever. Sprint qualifying. That so whoever the only people that will set the grid for Sunday.
Okay.
However,
the actual sprint qualifying.
The sprint qualifying will
race.
Set the grid for
sprint qualifying race.
The Grand Prix on Sunday, the main event. However, there's going to be points up for grab on a Saturday. Top three.
Can I just interrupt?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I have that straight.
Mm-hmm.
Practice 1 Friday morning.
Yes.
Qualifying, traditional qualifying that we're used to now, will happen Friday after practice 1.
Correct.
That determines the grid for the qualifying sprint race.
Yes. Yes.
And then
we have another practice session in the morning on Saturday. Okay. Now, they can change something on the car because the car will be in parc ferme starting on Friday
for qualifying.
Yeah, but they can change a few things with the setup as far as like suspension and things like that. Usually the small little things that they can change up, but they can't change anything else. So we have sprint qualifying as the second section. The top 3 will score points. First place gets 3 points, championship points. Second place gets 2 points. And first place gets 1 point towards the championship.
Okay.
What do you want to ask something? I see your face.
First place gets 3 points.
Yes.
Second place gets
2 points.
Third place gets 1
point.
And what was the other thing you just threw in there? The last thing about it. The 1 point towards championship, blah, blah, blah.
No. All of those points goes towards the championship.
Okay, that's what
so they go towards the team championship and the drivers' championship. So as we saw at the end of this race, the fastest lap point, which was added 2 years ago, that could make the difference between the championship coming at the end of the year. Also.
That does not have nothing. The fastest lap point does not go into the sprint qualifying race.
No. I'm just saying that there's just more points up for grabs.
So pretty much teams still could do the normal adjustment that they will do on the car after qualifying on Friday, meaning the normal stuff that they do.
Yeah, it was setup changes. Yeah, so stuff with the suspension is very limited.
Gotcha.
It's very limited. But so they go into parc ferme. They can do some changes in practice, but then they go back into parc ferme for sprint qualifying.
What is parc ferme?
Where you can't make any changes.
Where you can't make any changes. So exactly what it sounds. You're just there. Parque firmo.
There you go. So just firmly
parked.
There you go.
This is going to be in Monza, Silverstone, and in Brazil.
Yeah, the first race that it will be featured at is going to be at Silverstone.
I am very excited.
Where they just announced that they're working it out, but they might have a crowd there, so it's a good thing.
Whoa. All right. Anything else to add to that thing? I mean, we had.
You think that it'll add some intrigue to the championship? As far as like you have more points up for grab, especially by the top teams.
I think. So I don't know if they mentioned what they'll be able to do. So remember last year that they restricted the engine modes and what could be done as far as tuning up, tuning down, etc. If they're allowed to, if they loosen the rule on that, then I think that we're really talking about like something that's going to be hot and not as predictable. If they still clamp down on it and it's still the same regulations that they have for, I guess during the race and regular qualifying, then it's like, all right, well, okay, it'll be the same crap. Right?
So the points won't.
I think it won't really make that much of it. It'll be a larger lead.
Interesting. What about
I
you?
think the fastest lap point, just what we saw yesterday. Obviously, because so it's Monday, we're doing this.
Right.
So just what we saw in the race, the little back and forth thing, it could play out. Like if you start adding the points,
And especially if it's very close at the end.
exactly.
I think it has the potential to do
Yeah.
that.
But how do you see it? How do you see it operating in a way where it's not the top three is not a Mercedes duo or a Red Bull duo, meaning it'll be like just whatever combination of those two teams.
No, that's actually the way it's on.
I mean, this is what we said before. It's going to favor the top teams. It's not.
Yeah.
This is not something that's made to shuffle up the field. However, if you have more points up for grabs, that means that some teams will take more of a risk, and when teams take risks, things can go wrong. Just like anything could have happened yesterday with the race at the fastest lap, a bad pit stop, or as we saw, Max went for it.
It did.
And
It did happen.
and it got deleted.
Yeah.
Things like that. So you just never know.
Yeah.
It's just introducing the unknown.